Brian Boyle here, physical therapist, and welcome back to the Mesh Tongue. And it's been a little while since I've actually put a video up on the channel here, but I thought it was about time because I've got an exciting announcement that I really think is going to be beneficial to a lot of people. So, with the advent, if you will, of virtual visits and telehealth and all of the movement that's been going along with this, and yes, if you're like, oh, that's been going on for like the last year because COVID, yeah, absolutely, I've been there. I've been doing virtual visits, but my focus now is going to be doing virtual visits in 3 states and not just one. So the ability to actually see patients from Arizona, from Colorado, from Utah now opens this up to many, many more people than I could have possibly seen before, rather than just kind of sitting here in Utah wondering, I wonder who else is out there. I don't have to wonder, and I knew because people had been reaching out to me about this for a long time. Now, things changed in my life that allowed me to actually take this endeavor on, which then also allows me to expand my services and get these services into many, many more people's hands and have access to it. So if you go to runpainless.com, at the very top it says schedule physical therapy appointment. That's where you go. My schedule is on there. I have evenings, I have weekends available, okay, so that folks can actually get the care that they need. Who is this for? That's the question, right? So most people are like, oh, well, I should come see Dr. Brian and, basically, and see him because he knows what he's talking about. Well, that's great. And while that's certainly appropriate, I would say that probably the majority of people that have actually come to me through this YouTube channel, so you actually watching this, you probably are in the same situation because you're probably looking for something. You're probably just not happy with what you've received as far as care so far. These are the folks that I'm really kind of talking to. So those folks that have seen 1, 2, 3, possibly even 4 or 5 providers, maybe been in a system, if you will, right? The system that says, hey, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but let's try this, and then that doesn't seem to work, or you're not happy with what you got, so you go to the next one, next provider, and same thing. They don't listen to you, or they just kind of say, yep, we can do that, and take your money, and then don't really give you what they said they were going to give you. Those are the sorts of things that happen all the time. People come to me and they say, hey, I've seen this provider for 3 months, and I went to this provider, and it just didn't seem like I was getting better. If you are in that situation, I can tell you from the number of people that have reached out to me over the years and have actually received proper care through just being seen online, doing something, sending somebody an email with some advice and putting them in the right direction. The number of thank yous I've received, and not to brag, but to literally tell you that there is help, that there is an opportunity to be seen for what you're looking for, and that there is hope, right? There's hope that you can actually get better. So you can schedule a 10-minute consultation. It's a complimentary 10-minute consultation. You can schedule that. I'll be happy to sit down and see if we're even a good fit. From there, what we would do is have you schedule with a full 1-hour assessment. That's with me the entire time. It is on video, okay? It's through a secure portal. It's HIPAA compliant. I'll be taking notes through all this stuff. I will give you a detailed plan, actionable items that will come from that, okay, with a detailed plan of how many visits. The good news is that most people are seen for 1 to 4 visits, right? Depending on how you're doing. I follow up with you in that time frame. We have this hour-long visit initially, and then these follow-ups are usually 30 minutes. Could we schedule longer if we needed to? Absolutely. Chances are you're going to need 30 minutes. You're going to be doing the homework in between sessions. And then, 1 to 4 visits, most oftentimes, I'd say probably 90% of the time, you are either doing that much better that you say, yeah, my gosh, I can do this all on my own. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction. Or we say, maybe this isn't working, and we get you to the right resource for what you need, right? So sometimes there are those people that will come to me and they just need something more. They need hands-on. I can tell you that hasn't happened very often, but there are limitations with the virtual visits. I'll be happy to explain all of that to you, right? Because if it's not in your best interest, it's not in my best interest, well, then it doesn't make sense to work together. But I can tell you that in a 10-minute consultation, that you can set up complimentary. After that, there is a charge. Okay, all of that can be done online, payment online. Everything is done super easy. You have access to it. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can do it on the go. You can be at work. You could be traveling, wherever that may be. We can see you. So, I appreciate you checking this out. I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate you telling others about this, right? If you know somebody that says, hey, I've got a running injury and I need some help, get on the, especially if you live in Arizona, Colorado, or Utah, right? Get online, runpainless.com. Check out the scheduling there. If you haven't been to runpainless.com either, I will tell you this, that the website has completely been redone. We've got a ton of information. There's a new members area. There's all sorts of new blog posts. There's all sorts of information that's coming through. That is basically for me to get this information out there. It's for me to share all of this information, more on on a global scale rather than the one-to-one that is beneficial and can be helpful. But hopefully you get something from that. You get some value from those things. And then if you do need more, I'm available. All right. Till next time. I'll see you again.